Hey guys, I'm back here. So today, I'm waiting for this video my whole life. Why am I so nervous about this? Anyways, what we're going to be talking about today is how to train for the Disney College program. If you're the type of person who wants to go to the Disney College program or dreams of going to the Disney College program, now's your chance to train. Now's your chance to train. So, yeah. Because believe me, I found this pretty hard. I found this pretty hard for me to train for the Disney Phone Interview. Because we're going to be talking about how to train for the phone interview. Because the phone interview for the Disney College program, it's pretty hard. And I've tried like many methods on how to train for the Disney College program phone interview. And the many methods I've tried were like non-stoppable. Yeah, the many methods I've tried were like non-stoppable. And they were like pretty hard, and they just kept chugging in my brain. And I didn't know what to do to train for the Disney College program. But luckily for me and my cousin, we worked things out, and we finally found a way to train for the phone interview. I myself am a stuttering person, and I pretty much stutter all the time. But if you're also the type of person who stutters a lot, that's a problem we can solve, because I'm going to give you some tricks and tips on how to train for the phone interview and stop stuttering. So, I pretty much found this link on Google, you can tell, and it has like all the questions that you need that the Disney College program will ask you. And it has like tips for the interview, as you can see. And program questions right here. Like for example, they're going to ask you questions like, are you willing to maintain the Disney look? And they're going to ask you questions like, what are you most looking forward to? And they're going to ask you like, are you good with kids? Are you good with working in hot weather and cold weather? And I think that's in work related. How would you handle an emergency? How would your coworkers describe you in 3 words? And I have no idea what that means. I mean, I do know what coworkers are, but I don't know what my coworkers would actually describe me. That makes me kind of nervous if I answer that question. Anyways, there are role-related questions, like what are your top 3 to 5 roles? Like there are 5 dots, like 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there are 5 dots, and you must choose 5 roles that are your type of roles. and character tendant. Like, how would you, what would, like, they'll ask you something like, what would you do if a child was afraid of a character? Like, I would just say that you just, like, get down on their level and try to, like, comfort them. You know what I'm saying? Because little kids, mostly when little kids are, like, afraid of something, you have to, like, get down on their level, you know what I mean? And attractions and merchandise, and pretty much it's everything that they're gonna ask you. So here's all the questions they're gonna ask you, and let's talk about the tips first. So, smile. The DCP always wants you to smile because, duh, it's Disney. Because Disney always wants everyone to smile and have a good time. And if you're Disney a fan, and if all of those who to all of those who are Disney fans, you have to smile. All of those who are in favor of going to the Disney College program, you have to smile. Because Disney doesn't allow people who frown. Disney doesn't allow people who talk negative things. So smile and take your time and talk slowly and clearly. And speaking of talking, I do mention that I was a stuttering person. Until this day, I am a stuttering person. I'm still working on my talking, but I still stutter. But no problem, because I have the perfect answers to those. I recommend chewing gum because I don't know what exactly gum does to help with your stuttering, but I did research. I did a lot of research on what's best for stuttering. And it says that gum and cinnamon can help with your stuttering, and like a bunch of with your stuttering, you know. And gum and cinnamon can really help with your stuttering. So that's why every day I take at least 1 cube of ice, I think it's like that ice gum, that ice gum. But I think it's it's an ice gum, except it's like cinnamon gum. Yeah, yeah, see, I did it right there. I did that right there. I said, Disney doesn't allow that. Anyways, so I recommend to all of you who stutter, take at least one cube of gum, and or if you want, you can go to like H-E-B or Walmart and get that cinnamon gum where you check out your groceries. Because usually that's where I find that cinnamon gum. And usually where we go check out our groceries, usually I tell my mom, Mama, I need my cinnamon gum, because some cinnamon gum helps me with my stuttering. And she's like, okay, then put it in the cart and let's check out. And so yeah, gum really helps, and cinnamon also helps. So with gum and cinnamon combined together, you should be good. So I think besides gum, magnesium also helps. Magnesium is the perfect tool for stuttering. I think I take at least like two. I think I take at least 2 pills of magnesium at night. But I think I stopped taking magnesium for some reason. I don't know why. But I think I need to start taking more magnesium, because I think that's what's causing me to start more stuttering, because I've stopped taking that magnesium. I think that's why I'm starting to stutter a lot more. So anyways, magnesium really helps, and gum and magnesium and cinnamon really helps. I recommend taking 2 pills of magnesium at night, because that's what my mom said, and that's what my mom said that the instructions were. And I think I found out that speech therapy also works. I tried doing speech therapy by myself, but we'll get to that later. Right now, just focus on taking magnesium and chewing gum for your stuttering. Okay, so be happy. If you really want to go into the DCP, you have to be happy. You have to have that Disney spirit. Because you have to love Disney. You have to have that Disney spirit. You know what I mean by that Disney spirit? You have to say, yes, absolutely. I'm willing to accept any challenge you give me, because I love Disney no matter what. I've always loved Disney since I was a kid. And no matter what happens, I'm willing to be honest, and I'm willing to maintain the positive outlook of Disney. I'm willing to be happy and be who I am. I love Disney. And I'm really ready to go into the Disney College program. That's what you should say when you go into the Disney College program. So yeah, that's for the pretty much that's the tips for the interview. You should smile, talk slowly, take gum and magnesium for your stuttering, and be happy. Always be happy. So back to the questions. So about the questions, me and my cousin Dana, we talked about our idea. We talked about our idea about how to do some practice for the Disney College program. And I told her maybe I should do some speech therapy, Maybe I should do some speech therapy to myself. And she's like, wow, that's a brilliant idea. Well, you shouldn't. And she thought it was a great idea. And she told me that maybe instead of copying the whole thing, like the whole thing, right? You see the whole thing, like the whole questions and answers. she said maybe instead of copying and pasting the whole thing, maybe instead of copying and pasting the answers and the questions, maybe you should just maybe you should just copy and maybe print out just the questions, not the answers, just the questions. Just copy the questions down, write or print, whatever. And just copy the questions, just the questions, and fill out the answers by yourself. Just copy the questions by yourself. So that way they stick into your brain. That's the first step. That's the first step that you have to do. Just copy the questions by yourself. You have to answer the questions from your heart. You have to answer the questions from your heart. Because this is who you are. This is just a link I found on Google because I was trying to find some help, but luckily for me, my cousin said that maybe instead of copying the whole thing, you should just copy just the questions and answer the questions on your own and fill out the questions with your heart. Because this is who you are. You want to be willing to answer with who you are. Be true to yourself. Be true to yourself. Be true to who you are. This is your college program. I mean, this is a Disney college program, but this is your spotlight. And you're willing to take this risk and answer these questions and be true to yourself. Answer these questions on your own and feel the answer in your heart. Feel the answers in your heart as if they were there. So do not copy the whole thing down. Do not copy the whole questions and answers down. Just copy the questions. Just copy the questions. Only the questions. Only the questions. And fill out the questions and fill out the answers on your own. Fill out the answers, just the answers on your own. Because as I said, your answers are in your heart. And you have to answer the answers. You have to answer the questions on your own. Because you are who you are, and you have to understand that the answers are all in your heart. The answers are right in front of you. The answers to your questions are right in front of you. I mean, if you get stuck on a question, that's okay. But just skip down to the next question. Whatever finds the next question easier, just copy the next question down or answer the next question. Whatever question's easier, answer the next question that's easier. And I mean, the answers are all right in front of you. They are. I mean it. And I mean it. because the more you practice your answers, the more you practice your answers, the more they stick in your brain. The more they stick in your brain. I mean, it's just like the app Quizlet. I mean, to all those who done the app Quizlet, it's just like, oh, that didn't mean to happen. Anyways, to all those who did the app Quizlet, I recommend doing that too, and doing that on Quizlet. Download the app on your phone and copy the questions and your own answers on Quizlet, so that way they stick into your brain. That's what I recommend you do. That's what I recommend you do. And that's what I recommend I do too, because Quizlet is highly knowledgeable and it's really that type of app where you what's the word? It's the type of app where you know things better by heart. So yeah, that's the video for today, and just copy as I said, just copy all the questions down, just the questions. Write them out in your notebook. Write all the questions down in your notebook. Write them down, or just print them out in a printer machine. Ask your mom if you can print the questions out. Just the questions. Print the questions out if you want. Because that's what I did. I printed out just the questions. And I'm still trying to figure out how to answer the questions. I'm still trying to figure out how to answer the questions. So, good luck, and I'll see you in my next video.